Good morning, everybody. This is Bulldog. Uh, I am the Holy Vampire, and I am feeling all right. Definitely realizing, that things aren't bad. But one thing that I did realize this morning that it came to my senses about a computer project I was kind of focusing on, starting to obsess about, and I was like, nah, I gotta give this up. So I did. I gave it up. Gave up my uh, trading program idea as a fail, but I realize that what's worse than a fail is when you don't actually like acknowledge it, and you like still pursue something that um, it's just not good, you know. So just something I wanted to talk about. It's kind of like my computer toxic relationship, but worse than that. It's like the type of addiction that is comparable to greed. And I've done some thinking recently about like happiness and also being productive. Like, for instance, like I realized that, people, myself included, just people, uh, after a while doing something, make it unhappy or may feel a lot of like passive aggressivism, and it's just like a lot of things. It's like, for me to put it simply right now, it's like trying to put positive things in my life rather than negative things and try to analyze the negative things. And like I know I'm not perfect. Like clearly, I'm good at some things. I'm not really meant to do other things, and just like other people, it's a normal thing. But I still want to be able to be successful, and I've definitely got that feeling inside. Um, that's like, what am I waiting for? What am I waiting for? You know, it's like, well, first off, I want to acknowledge that that's a thing, that I am like waiting. I feel like there's a spiritual guidance inside of me that's like, just wait, just keep waiting, keep doing what you're doing, keep doing things you need to do, just keep waiting. I'm like, all right. But there's another part of me that's like, I don't know. I realize I don't have to understand it. I realize that from a spiritual perspective, which is my strongest attribute, to keep on building the skills to make me a more positive, happy person. Keep building myself in the area, especially in the areas that I'm weak. To what I said earlier about people kind of going crazy and be passive aggressive and stuff like that. That's a symptom. That's a symptom of being unhealthy. And I realized that my personal goal, but maybe one of the most important personal goals, is to keep myself happy. And like, why is that important? Because it is. I don't really need a reason. I want to be happy. You know, I realize that I've got like the abilities as a you know so-called superhero, but from alpha perspective, alpha male perspective, I can go insidious. I do that occasionally. Feel vile, insidious, dark. Uh, but but that's not really, and I know I have strength in there, in that kind of mindset, you know, that kind of endurance and abilities and stuff like that. But it's like, do I really like being that person? I mean, it's fun and all, but it's always temporary, and that's something I've learned. It's a temporary thing, uh, and you know, I realize that my body, my spirit does that to be strong, uh, and that the people who follow me, my spiritual followers, are really nice. They pull me out of that, and so I'm like, well, so I need to. What can I do while I'm waiting? I mean, from a different perspective, I realize right now that I'm still, you know, in recovery. You know, first week. I'm not embarrassed to say that. It's the truth. And change of lifestyle and all that. So I am frustrated with the difficulty of that, but I'm aware that it's having that as a challenge or a difficulty, as I said, is better than not having anything. That makes sense. It's like something to work on, have something to pursue, and I realize I can do that pretty easily. Uh, I just do it naturally. So it's like, what am I waiting for? What do I have to worry about? If I take care of myself and I'm a happy person, and I've got my abilities uh, working for me instead of against me. Uh, and the answer to that, really, you know, truthfully, is not much. You know, not much to worry about. So, you know, just keep on waiting. And I know things change, a lot of things change, but there's a lot of positivity in my life. Uh, and just keep on, for me, you know, it's me just talking to myself now. Just doing simple things. Uh, I think it's a really good idea, and I'm proud of myself to give up on that trading coding project that I was working on because it's just really unhealthy. And there's no way that I could see it's not worth it. So I'm glad I gave that up. I'm proud of myself because that wasn't easy, especially when I'm, you know, feeling pressure and walking kind of blind, so to speak. I mean, I've got all my faith in the spiritual stuff, so it's like I'm not blind. I don't feel that way, but yeah, just gonna keep my eyes open and keep working on myself for now. That's what I should be doing. So appreciate y'all for letting me talk, and hope y'all have a good day. Uh, I know I will. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.